We've been at it about 3 weeks. Thought it was time for an update, so let's walk you through it. And then I'll talk and I'll walk and talk. How does that sound? Okay. Clean the place up a little bit. Let me get back to level here. So I've got the window extensions put in for the foam. I don't have a lot of time here. Got the place cleaned up pretty nicely. Let's run upstairs. I'm of course fighting a battery. These batteries are crappy. So this is going to be a utility room. This was a roof, so you can kind of see in there. The idea, we'll see, we might put a door in there, but that's a loft. More than likely, we're going to put another landing in right here, and put about a 3-foot landing in and put a door. There we go. There we go. And put a door right there. So we're thinking about doing that. But just do a quick circle around here. I've added to the scaffolding. I've got a bunch of walkways everywhere. Yeah, got to be careful here. So, anyway, the biggest thing I've done was clean things up, get all the OSB hung. I have to cut a little bit out. I've got little bits and pieces, but I mean really minor. So let's wander on downstairs. This is mainly about getting this house prepared for siding. That's what this is mainly about. So I got a pile of boards here, a big mess. It's nice to have them handy. Bit of a little work area here. Had a table saw there earlier today. But here's what we've been doing. Where I can reach, I'm adding, well, I'm going to call these struts. I think that's probably a word. All these little horizontal beams and these little squares are all struts that are meant to hold the siding, and I have some up higher too. Here we go. They're meant to hold the siding. The siding's pretty heavy. So that is some 5/8 OSB and a 2x4, which give me about a 2 inch of a ledge, which is incidentally about the same width as this foam. And the idea is that we'll set the foam inside of this. We'll lose a little bit of insulative value, but not much, actually. And I glued and nailed all of this on here. Let me run around here real fast. Glued and nailed it, and I did it separately. I put the OSB on first. We've got some sun going on here. So I also did around the windows, window extensions. I still think a strut is a good word for it. I'm trying to think of the proper word for what we're doing. Is we're just making we're giving a hard point to connect the battens to, which will then hold the siding. And so, like I said, this has been nailed and screwed. The OSB is put in with ring shank nails, and then I came back behind that with 3-inch framing nails and more glue. And it's really strong. I did the engineering on it. It's really strong. And then this is a bit of a neat little window box, kind of hiding in plain sight here. But it's just an extension. They're really cool. I mean, I've done this a couple times. Now, this is my second time I've done this, but my brother-in-law likes these. He did one at the house him and his wife are at right now, and it's really neat. So we did it. We just extend the counter space out by about a foot behind the sink. That's what that's all about. Anyway, all these horizontal pieces And let me try to get out here. It's tough to get a good view of this because, well, it's hard to get a good view of it. Anyway, so I've got my horizontal pieces all the way up, all the way under the eaves, and I've got my window extensions up, so I'm ready to start putting the foam in. And I've had the inspector out here, and I talked to him about it, and we went through this, and he told me what he wanted to see here and what we needed to do, and we worked it out. And so this is what we've decided to do. The strength of these struts is massive, so there's no issue of them falling. I did add a little bit more scaffolding here. There we go, so that I could get up and get that window up there. I also added this, quite proud of this little piece of walkway here. Nice one, isn't it? Yeah. So, I mean, I'm actually happy to have all the scaffolding. It is kind of a pain to use, certainly, but it is good to have and important, well, vital. I couldn't do the job without it, or it would be very hard to. Now, I did get this wall up to there, so that's about 12 feet high, where I've got that strut, that horizontal siding support. And when I say battens, the battens are going to be vertical pieces of wood, if you don't know what a batten is. I'm calling them stringers for some reason. I think I'm wrong. What else have we done over here? Same thing. We've just added all these horizontal pieces and the window extensions. And I did, the inspector was concerned about this support. It's actually quite strong and really neat. But we talked about it and decided at the end of the day, the thing to do was to block, or to turn it into a panel, make it a panel, and it connects up to the structure above real nicely and makes it very strong. And it will also keep people from wanting to come in here and cut this out. And it actually looks really good. I think it's going to be a nice look. It kind of frames that bathroom window right there. So I haven't done anything on the front, but anyway, that's kind of where we're at here. And I thought for those of you that are interested in this kind of stuff, this would be a good time to do an update, because I'm getting ready to start the foam. So I'm going to be, I just finished with that little extension. That's where a spigot will go. And I also did this little extension. And that's where an outlet will go, just to bump it out a little bit so that I have a hard point to attach to when we get the insulation and the siding all up. Okay, so one more little shot. I just finished marking my stud locations with red paint on my struts. I'm calling them struts. Anyway, I'm running this camera by hand right now. You can probably tell I don't have the gimbal, but I thought I'd just go around and kind of document what I got here. The idea behind it is that once we start covering it up, we lose the ability to see where the studs are. Now, the way I put these struts up, really, I don't think we're going to have any issue. I think I can put a batten anywhere I want. I don't have any trouble with it, because gluing both boards to each other to the wall and using as many screws and many nails as possible, I made these things extremely strong, so they'll hold a lot. Now, a 4x8 sheet, or a 4x8 installed area of this hardyplank siding is only about 87 pounds. That's not including the battens. The battens would add another maybe 15, 20 pounds. Maybe not even that many. Can only get up to there. I will set the scaffolding up when I'm done with all this. You can see where here we go. Yeah, I'm all the way from here all the way around the corner to the door, to the back door of this house. That's where, and actually underneath, I can get the underneath area. What am I talking about? I'll show you. Yeah, I'm walking. I can get this area. I can also, yeah, like I can get pretty much all the way around it, half height. Without scaffolding, but I'll need scaffolding or a boom lift or something to get there. But I can also get this area right here, this inside area. I have to build framework for the top. But while I'm doing the shaky video, and I'll include this, and if you want to comment, tell me if you notice the difference between the shaky video and the fancy gimbal video, because this may be shaky, but I can actually zoom in easier. Now, if I read the instructions with that gimbal, there's a little wire that I can apparently use. Where are we at here? There we are. Okay, that's why right under, we're in the shadow there. I'm working this camera out. I mean, it's incredibly bright today. Anyway. So it's also really warm. I am liking it. I like having this warm weather because it's going to be cold. I know it. Anyway, yeah, you can see that the light is being affected by the intense sun. But I did actually get all the way up under there and mark all of that stuff, and up on that wall, and I got all of that marked. Anyway, alrighty, just wanted to get that. I would say we're pretty good, and I'm getting used to this new schedule. I'll tell you, it's fall right now. It's October 1st, and I am really wanting to go drive and look at the fall colors, but I can't. Well, I can't bring myself to do it. I know I could, but we have to get this job done. I mean, it's nice and pleasant. This has been a really warm fall, but it's going to get cold. We know it. So if you like this update, I appreciate a like, a subscribe. You know, that's what everyone says. I don't even care. Do what you want to do. But if you appreciate it, you know, great. Have any questions, you know, comment. All right, take care.